Hey everyone, welcome to week 2. I hope you guys are enjoying the book as much as I am. So what do you guys think? Sarah Robbins is wonderful, isn't she? So congratulations to all of you who completed week 1 and all the assignments that were given to you. I'm loving reading your stories and getting to know you better. So just so you realize why I had you do that, people want to know who they're doing business with. So when they go to your website and they can read your story, they can understand a little bit more about why you do what you do and why you love what you're doing. And then they can see your picture and they can put a face with a name, and then it makes it that much more personal, because don't forget, like I always tell you, this is a relationship business. And so first impressions can be very important. So some of the takeaways from chapter 2 of the book were the fact that you don't need to open up a brick and mortar store. And how cool is that? For a very small minimal investment of, depending on the month that you joined, if they were running a joint special, you joined for either $49 or you joined for $99. And as you have come to realize, there's everything in your kit that you need to have a successful business. So give yourselves all a pat on the back for just rocking it out of the park with week 1. I'm so proud of you. So keep up the great work. But chapter 2, back to chapter 2, it's more to remind you that anybody can do this business. You don't have to have a big college degree, although, hey, great for you if you do. I'd give yourself another pat on the back, because a lot of us just don't have the determination to get there. So great for you. That's impressive. The other thing is, you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to be a salesperson. You don't ever have to have sold anything in your entire life, because this business, much like all direct sales businesses, it's not so much about selling the product. Obviously, you're going to look for a product like Scentsy that is something that everybody wants. Everybody wants their home to smell good. They want to smell good. They want their clothes to smell good. And they want to be able to clean with friendly products that also make their house smell good. So there's something for everyone. And that's the great thing about this business. And most direct sales businesses, there's products there for just about every age range and every gender. So this is a really brilliant business model. There's no overhead. So you don't, like I said, there's no brick and mortar store. So there's no rent. There's no lease. There's no buying all this inventory to have on stock. If you do events, you're going to want to have stock to sell at your events, and make sure you always have light bulbs on hand, because your customers will think that's a great customer service thing if you just have light bulbs on hand. So if you're going to carry no stock and you just want to give good customer service, light bulbs is definitely the way to go. You know what else? Scentsy does all the advertising for us. How cool is that? So if you had your own business and you bought a franchise, you would have to pay for all that advertising. Scentsy does that for us. Our advertising is stuff like this: our branded clothing, our branded bags, our branded car. How cool is that? So we could be driving through the parking lot of our local grocery store and have somebody say, "Hey, do you have a business card? I need light bulbs." Make sure you get their information, because I have learned over the years, several times giving out my information, they never contact me. So I do try to make it a habit. I don't always, because sometimes, yes, even me, I get intimidated by asking people for their information. But I try very hard to make sure that I always get their information so that I can follow up with them, because they're not going to follow up with me, unfortunately. So one analogy that Sarah uses in that book is the snowball effect. So you're pushing that snowball up the hill and pushing it, and it feels like the journey is never ending. It feels like you're never going to reach the top of that mountain. But once you reach the top and you start to gain momentum, the pushing gets easier, believe it or not. Sometimes it can get harder. But in this analogy, once you reach the top and the snowball starts to go down the other side, then it really gains momentum. And then your work, your hard work is your planting of seeds. You're talking to people about buying, hosting, and joining, and you've planted those seeds all along. So you're doing the work ahead of time so that that snowball can gain momentum when it's going down the other side of that hill. And the snowball effect in this analogy is adding more people to your team, adding more customers to your customer base, and following up with them. So keep that in mind when you're talking to people, that you're planting seeds every time you talk to them. Now, some people have to hear the business opportunity 8 to 12 times before they finally decide that it's something they want to do. So don't stop approaching the business opportunity with people, because they are going to need to hear it over and over and over again. And when they see that you're not jumping ship and going from one company to another, to another, to another, or signing up for everything that comes across your screen, then they'll realize that you're serious about your business, and they'll watch you. They're going to want to see your success. So let them watch, let them see, let them have fun watching you until they're ready to join. So keep that in mind. You're planting seeds. So your assignment for week number 3 is going to be obviously read the book. But what I'd like you to do is, we always talk about building that list of 100. So we're going to change that up a little bit. And we're actually going to take that list of 100, we're going to break it out into categories, because when you just see a big long list, what's the first thing you do? You're probably going to alphabetize it. If you're anything like me, you're going to alphabetize it, and then you're going to go in alphabetical order, and you're going to reach a certain point, and you're just going to stop. I'm guilty of it, unfortunately. So one way to prevent that, or hopefully prevent that, is you're going to break this down into 4 separate groups. Okay, so those 4 groups are customers. So people that have purchased from you in the past. So obviously you want them on your list, because you want to be able to contact them and follow up with them about hosting a party. If they bought Scentsy from you, chances are they'd be wanting to get some free and half price Scentsy too. So they're a great prospect for a party. Past hosts. That means they already had a party with you, so they like free and half price stuff. So maybe they want to host another party with you. If they've hosted more than a couple of times, they're a great prospect for the business opportunity, because they already like to party. They already like to get free and half price stuff. Well, you can plant the seed about maybe they don't want to just host a party and get free and half price stuff, but maybe they want to actually get paid for hosting that party too. What a great month too. March 2017. They've done this before, but I think they actually sweetened the pot a little bit for us here. If somebody signs up in your team this month for $99 and they do a $500 party, not only will they earn the Shooting Star Award, but Scentsy's going to send them $309 in free Scentsy products. And they get pretty much one of everything from our line, from our multiple lines, I should say. And so, hello, big deal. You've got to be promoting this special this month. It's such a great deal that anybody who's ever even considered signing up should definitely be doing it this month. And the next one would be your prospects. So your prospects could be prospects for the business, or prospects for hosting or joining. Well, joining would be prospects for business, but the third category would be prospects. And the last one would be coworkers, family, friends, people that are probably more likely to buy or host rather than join, because those prospects for joining, you really want to make sure that you single them out in that category so that you can continuously follow up with them when we have join specials. And you know what? 8 to 12 times, right? So what I'd like you to do, if you have time, I know that the week 2 assignment got changed to just reading the chapter for week 3. But I would like this to be an ongoing task that you do throughout this entire course, with your list of 100 and breaking it down into those categories. That's something you want to get in the habit of doing. And let's see. You know what? You could also entice them to host a party this month by offering to give them an extra half-price item. So if you book a party with somebody who has not booked the party from another host, this is a perpetual party reward. You could offer them an additional half-price item just for hosting this month. Or you could offer to give them a free warmer if they have a $200 party. And you can't post that on social media, but you can send that in a private message. Do not post it on a VIP page, because I don't know all the logistics of Facebook, but it is against DSA rules and Scentsy rules, so you don't want to post it on your VIP page either. But you can private message anybody, or you can say, I'm having a great host special this month, exclusive for just my hostesses in the month of March. Contact me for more information, and see what happens. I mean, what's the worst that can say? What's the worst that can happen? Nobody contacts you? It's highly unlikely that nobody's going to contact you, because people are going to want to know more. Another thing that you can do is create a calendar that you know the dates that you're available to party. And then those are the only dates that you're available to party. But you could actually post a picture on your VIP page. And I encourage you to use your VIP page as much as possible to run your business and not your private, your personal timeline, because Facebook can flag you and probably will flag you and put you in Facebook jail if you do too much of Scentsy on your personal timeline. So just be very careful of that. But post a calendar that has your available dates. Star the ones that are the dates that you absolutely want to party on those dates, or highlight it, or make it stand out somehow. Or you could even, if you don't have access to a camera to take a picture of a calendar, or you just don't have the time to do that right now, find the dates that are available for you and list them, and let people know that you have an amazing special for hosts that host on those dates, and just see what happens. I can't wait to hear your results, and I can't wait to join you all for week number 3 in a couple of days. So I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.